of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
10 at the 13-yard line.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Come on.
Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after... what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Winston. His pass caught at the 4. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Up 2nd and a yard.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the time.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
First down carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Aaron Jones.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. Able to connect with Mims. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Mike Hughes on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Target. Watch the eye. Back.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36 to Mike. That's a run. They're running it.
Here's Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Winston now to throw on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on first down, Winston flush to his right. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Texans 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a couple. A little tough on the secondary there. End zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now the second down throw on target. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Cowboys.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 36, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 36 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the
Third and long for Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
To throw is Winston. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick-sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season, and he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for enough. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll move the chains. Back now in Houston. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Peoples-Jones returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Mayfield's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A 1st down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Number 33.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Check 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56.
To throw, Mayfield. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Right there, 56. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Check 56. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
Mayfield steps away to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
It's 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 16 yards, a 1st down. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's good.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
It's just me and you.
1st down, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration to body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Jameis now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Guys, pick it up. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike,
to the air again with Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. One last shot now for Winston. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
52. Texans 22.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.